And to get us started this afternoon, I'd like to introduce our board chair, Mr. Robert Wunderlich.
Thank you, Gina. And I think we're inside because Jeff, Joliet, the first time it was raining, the second time it was 105. Well, there's no snow, but just in case. Well, thank you, Dr. Prue. As we begin our construction on the impressive healthcare education facility, we must recognize the residents, students, staff, and faculty that voted for our 2008 referendum. Its passage paved the way for this building and others on campus. Thank you for supporting this college and our students. With that, our future of our healthcare starts today, and we owe everybody a big round of applause. I'd also like to thank the administration, staff, and faculty, alongside our construction managers and architects, that worked so hard to help us plan and execute this project. You deserve a round of applause. Thank you very much, Gina.
Thank you, Bob. I want to say on behalf of the faculty and staff and the students who are here today, we have most of our trustees sitting right up in front today. They put in a lot of extra volunteer time on our behalf, and they've had to put in a lot more once the master plan implementation began. So I just wanted to say to the trustees who are here, on behalf of all of us at the college, we want to thank you for your commitment and for your energy in getting us to today's groundbreaking. We've got one more hole in the ground coming, and we couldn't be more excited about this. How about an applause for our trustees?
If I could have the students come up, I'm going to have them show you a couple things as I read. I want to introduce you to iStan. He is our human patient simulator, which means he is as close to a real patient that we can get, and he has high fidelity or good sound. He does have a voice module inside, so he can talk to you in real time. Kathy Wools, our faculty member, often acts as the voice of iStan in the simulation. He has heart, lung, and bowel sounds. His eyes are blinking, so if you're close enough to see him, you can see that his eyes are blinking. He bleeds, urinates, and talks to you in real time. So he can bleed from 5 sites. You can take a blood pressure or a pulse ox from him. And the nursing students use him for critical thinking skills so that they can ascertain whether or not they're learning everything that they need to for real patients. So if the students would come up and put in some IV medications, there's some in the bin on the back. So IV medications can be run in through his ports and out to his body. And the students have a great time playing with him. They're very stressed out though. They come in and they're all nervous, but they think it's a wonderful event that they can learn from. So afterwards, if you would like to ask questions or come and play with iStan, you're more than welcome to come up and touch him and feel his pulses, and see how he works.
Voice of the patient, I would say things like, what's your name, or I have pain, or this hurts, and sometimes you just ask questions, and it's really nice for it to be nursing faculty, because then based on the level of knowledge the student has, we can kind of change and adapt the scenario so that we're continuing to challenge the student. And so even though we have a well-written plan scenario, we have a tendency to go off of it based on the students will say something or do something, and it can take us in a different path. So unfortunately, I can't get it to work. But we stand behind a curtain, and we say all kinds of things. So. Ow, that hurts. See?
last time I was at a ceremony, it was a topping out ceremony for a hospital, and I was asked to remark on the tradition of the Christmas tree. And when I got there, the wind had blown the Christmas tree off, so I got rid of that paper. And then they asked me to, and the other part was the comment on the tradition of the raising of the beam, and it was so windy we couldn't raise the beam. So I think the controlled environment was a good call. I highly recommend it, and I think I'll take that back. Just one other thing. My daughter completes her nursing, bachelor's degree in nursing this May, and she also, through the process, as you probably know, she got her CNA certificate, which allowed her to work. So she also does 2 or 3 overnight shifts at Rush University Hospital. And I said, Carolyn, how can you do that? She goes in at 11:30, she gets out at 7, and she carries a full course load. And she says, Dad, you have no idea how hard these people work. And what I'm doing doesn't even come close to what I'm going to have to do when I'm full-time in a CCU, which is what she wants to do. So for what this building represents and the students that are going to go through it, it really is an amazing thing to be continuing the master plan, which I think is really the bigger story here today. This is the next step in the more than $200 million master plan that continues on time, on budget, in no small part to the efforts of the trustees and the leadership of Bob and Dr. Prue, President and Chair of the Board of Trustees. So congratulations to you on this, and I'm happy to be here.
Even though we're inside today, I hope everyone has gotten out to see the site. Has everyone seen this beautiful site that we have? As we began the master plan, it was considered an important site. We didn't know which building was going to go here, whether it was going to be the campus center, the science expansion, or the health professions, but we knew it was an important site. The juxtaposition with the lake and the woods and the alignment with the Arboretum Drive, this is a great site. And so I don't think there could be a more fitting building than health professions. But groundbreakings are about new beginnings. And on behalf of Leggett Architects, and by the way, I'd like to introduce our project leader, Michael Lundeen. On behalf of Michael and the Leggett team and our partners, BSA Life Structures and KJWW, I'd like to congratulate the college on this new beginning for health professions. Thank you.
Here we go.